What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mama Mary's Tuesday. This Tuesday, we've got a special Tuesday. This interview and this event we're talking about is all faith based, and it is to raise money for a community, not just one thing, but a full community. And it is called Mountain Pine Fest. It is taking place July 30th through August 1st in Mountain Pine, Arkansas. And there is tons of bands. There is a suicide prevention walk. There is Ride to Supply, a craft fair. There, there's so much going on. It's just awesome. But I have the head coordinator and my buddy. I'm gonna bring him up, and let's bring him up. How you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Glad we were able to get you on here to help get the word out about this awesome event. And once again, it is faith based, and it is to raise money for the Mountain Pine community. So if you're watching, please share. I am going to put this on here. This link here, well, let me go ahead and I'm going to copy it real quick because I'm also going to put it in the comments, and then I will have it up there. All right. This link you see strolling below is something that he set up to help raise money for sponsorships, because they are still looking for sponsorships. They're trying to bring it big and large. And once again, it is all for the community. And we're going to get into that. But if you want to check out their Facebook, this is their Facebook. It is facebook.com/mountainfest.79 or dot. I got tongue tied.
Oh,
MountainPine.fest7.79. You gotta laugh at yourself when you make mistakes.
well, it's a lot of mouthful there. It's just a lot of dots in between everything.
Right, right. But real quick, I'm also gonna put their page into the comments. So now we're going to get down to business. First of all, tell everybody who you are and what your role is, which I've already told them, but I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
My name is Ruey Hendrix. I actually work with the Mountain Pine Police Department, but we came together to make the Mountain Pine Fest to be able to reach out to everybody inside of the city limits and also reach outside the city limits. That's what the main Mountain Pine Fest is about reaching the kids and helping the kids and the community to grow, and it's just all around to help.
Well, you know what I found when you reached out to me, and I was like, sure, I would love to help in any way I can. You were telling me that entry to the music part is food, is cans of food. Your car show, the money for the car show entry, that's going for another cause. Your 5K walk entries going for another cause, which I'll let you discuss that. But every event that is involved in this event is going to a separate cause to help the Mountain Pine community and the surrounding area, because y'all are at poverty level and you're trying to help raise your community up.
Yes, ma'am.
And that, to you, sir, I say kudos. I know it's hard work,
If I
believe me.
if I didn't have the driving force behind me and had God there and work with the people that I work with, there wouldn't there wouldn't be the calling at all. I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, being a police officer and also being able to be the coordinator of the Mountain Pine Festival with a wonderful board, and being able to coordinate with the city of Mountain Pine and the Mountain Pine School District, and being able to work with you and WOTG and their radio network and their Hulu station and being able to bring people in from all over the states that are actually donating their time to come in and be there and help out. And literally, the food for the concerts is to help us stock our food pantry so that we can actually have an outreach program for it. And we're working with Assembly of God now that is going to actually go out and go door to door and literally take the food and put out what needs to take it to and take it deliver it to them. Instead of them having to come to us, they can actually take it and deliver it to them, the elderly, the ones that are not able to get out of the house, the non-transportation, just to be able to reach everything we can is our goal in life. I mean, we strive to walk in God's footsteps, and He told us to do this. So, if I'm just praying that everybody comes out there and has a good time and enjoys everything that they're doing.
Well, you've got, I mean, you have got so much set up, and you and I have been talking through this whole process. And I mean, you have been just so awesome. You've been relying, like you said, when a bump hit the road, you would say, "God's got me. God's got this," and which God does have us all. I mean, I'm living proof. I mean, I beat cancer twice. It wasn't because of the medication. It was because there's a reason that God wants me here.
You've got a calling and a reason to be here.
You know, so I mean, he reaches people in so many ways. And the fact that, you know, you're trying to help like your whole community. Now, your craft fair, that is July 30th through August 1st. That's going to be going through the whole event, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is there still vendor spots open for that in case somebody wants to take
We
part in that?
do have a lot of vendor spots open still. We have indoor and outdoor vendor spots. Is we what we've done is we've literally, I guess it's taking over the town. You could say it. Between the school and the stages and being able to do what we're doing, the all together now 5K run, suicide prevention run. It starts by City Hall, it goes all the way up. Been talking to the Corps of Engineers; they've been gracious to help block off and things like that to be able to run up there to the dam and back down. Bill Carpenter's been one of my backers that helps me a lot. There's a lot of people that have been just they're willing to help. They're willing to get out there and do it. If you want to be a volunteer, just email us at the MountainPineFest at Outlook.com. It's all abbreviated except for the pine. I mean, MTNPINEFEST at Outlook.com. If you want to help be a sponsor, that's the same email. We have sponsorship letters. Yes, Mountain Pine Festival is a sole 501c3. We got our paperwork in and we're ready to rock and roll and help out the community as much as we can. Um, the car show, the Brightest Supply Biker Rally is literally going from the Harvey's Chapel Church on Mountain Pine Road all the way to the school and dropping off at the school for school supplies. So it's benefit the whole community, and our focus is on our children because it's our future. If
And that bike ride, the entry for being in that bike ride is school supplies,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that's why it's Ride to Supply. So once again, you're helping the children. The suicide prevention, of course, we all know that we've had somebody that we've either come across or might maybe even a loved one that has either lost somebody from it or thought about it. So, that you're helping bring awareness to that as well. You know, so I mean there's so much amazing stuff. And let's see, Michelle, one of my sponsors, she said Jeff Randall School Supplies as an entry fee for the bike right, brother. Yes, she is helping. She is trying to help to get the word out. She is a wonderful person, and she is all about God, and she loves to help.
Well,
So,
the Defender Club will actually be the ones leading. It's actually a kind of like a bike rally, but it's also a parade through our city because it's something that we want to do is give back to our children. I mean, if we weren't focusing on other things and we actually focus on our children and their outcome in life, I know that it's cliche, but there's Chris Johns. Yes, uh,
hi, Chris. Nice to meet you, Chris. Can't wait to meet you in person.
Johns and the Porter Crew.
And
Yes.
we are going to oh, he put up something else. Mountain Pine Music Department.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
He's
And,
band
go
director
ahead.
at Mountain Pine Music Department. If you have any questions music wise, that's the man to ask for. He knows his stuff, and proud of him and him going after his masters.
Awesome, awesome. Well, brother, we are going to well, while we're waiting on some people to get in here, there is tons of bands going to be playing, and we're going to talk about that as well. But we're going to do the first one of the first ones that way we can give you an idea of what type of bands that's going to be there. And we are recalled. Now, tell us a little bit about We Are Recalled. This is Lift My Hands.
So We're Called is actually from the lower upper Louisiana, lower Arkansas. Um, I'm not trying to disrespect them at all. So if anybody drops on here and
Well, I didn't mean to disrespect them by mispronouncing her name either.
no, that's
That's
fine.
my dyslexia kicking in, you know.
But they are a Christian group out of Upper Louisiana, Lower um, Arkansas. They contacted me about, I think it was about 2 months ago. And you got to forgive me, I did have surgery, so it's kind of like it's hard for me to keep up with a whole bunch of things at once because everything's clashing together.
Well,
But
and that's another thing through putting all this together. You went through surgery and you're still just, you know, I'm not trying to cuss on this, but you're still busting your ass.
well, I I do have to admit that I've had a lot of, and the thing is my rock between Bill Carpenter and Todd Davis, or yeah, Todd Davis. Todd Davis is actually with WTG, and he literally pushed and pushed and pushed us. And he's been my go-to man for trying to get sponsors, trying to get people over here, um, talking to band members. Uh, I'm glad that this is big and it's kind of a little over my realm just a little bit, but with the right people, it helps. I mean, and he he told me this is who you need to contact when you need to contact them. And my secretary, she's been on it. I mean, what she's been doing all of the vendor stuff and emails and all that stuff. So it's been a it's a roller coaster, but
Oh,
it's God's roller coaster to me because if everything he's done from being at this department and being able to do what we're able to do as a police department and outreach and help them, we're not literally. It's just like we are called. I mean, there's a reason that they're called, and there's a reason that we're all called for some reason out here on this earth, and we need to stop fighting. We need to be together.
exactly. Well, I'm going to bring me and him down into the lobby, and we are going to play. We are called Lift My Hands, and we will be back up to talk about who's playing, and more events and more information. So stick around, share this out. Let's pack the house. Let's help get the word out.
You say when my sails are torn, you're my refuge in the storm. And I believe you are who you say you are. You say when I'm scared to death, you put my fears to rest. And I believe you are who you say you are. I'm gonna lift my hands in the valley low, and in those moments when I don't know, and when I'm on the mountaintop, these lifted hands just won't stop praising your name. For this I know you pull me close and won't let go. And when my faith and strength run thin, all that I will do is lift my hands. Let nations rise and sing, shout out and proclaim, I believe you are who you say you are. At the mention of your name, the enemy cannot stay. I believe you are who you say you are. I'm gonna lift my hands in the valley low, and in those moments when I don't know, and when I'm on the mountaintop, these lifted hands just won't stop praising your name. For this I know you pull me close and won't let go. And when my faith and strength run thin, all that I will do, I will trust in you. When the wind blows harder, I'll sing your name louder. I give it to you. With a childlike faith, with a childlike heart, I will trust in you. When the wind blows harder, I'll sing your name louder. I give it to you. With a childlike faith, with a childlike heart. I'm gonna lift my hands in the valley low, and in those moments when I don't know, and when I'm on the mountaintop, these lifted hands just won't stop praising your name. For this I know you pull me close and won't let go. And when my faith and strength run thin, all that I will do is lift my hands. Is lift my hands.
That had me just in the moment. You could see me down the lobby. But woo, yes. That's what I'm talking about. That just a second. I'm gonna get the next one set up. Let's see. We're going to do I'm gonna get it set up and have it set down in the lobby. But that was amazing. That was amazing. And oh, I can't wait to see can't wait to see that artist in person. I'm just saying.
Honestly, all the bands, I mean, they've been amazing to work with. They've been amazing to talk to. They've been. It's just phenomenal how they can come together to help out for the cause.
Chris said make sure local churches and youth departments know about this. Kathy Griffin Taylor. And here's Kathy Griffin Taylor is saying, Chris Johns, I will make sure they know it.
Well, thank you, Miss Kathy.
So, we're going to go over, you got your list of bands, and we're going to let you announce a few of them. And before we get into the bands, though, so tell everybody, what is the entry to the car show?
If you are going to be a part of the car show, that's from the Corvette Club all the way through. I know that they're wanting the setup, like what the date, like the ages of the cars and what the classifications are and things like that. You're gonna have to bear with me. My first year ever doing a car show, my first year ever doing a 5K, my first put a whole entire concert series on not by myself, but with the hands that I have. And it's the first year for me to actually ask for sponsorships too. So it's kind of like I'm going a little crazy over here, but I got it, and because I know God's got it, and when I let Him have it, it just started just soaring.
Right.
So it's $10 if you want to be part of the car show. I don't care if it's a car that you're working on that's a Model T version, all the way to down to 42 or a hard shell, or if it goes all the way up to the new 2021 model. If you got a car that you want to enter or just want to come be a part of, and donations are accepted at any point in time. Anything that's given out donation wise is a 501c3. All you have to do is ask us for it. We are more than willing to give you the number, and so you can help us out, because we're trying to reach as many people as we can.
Exactly. And I don't know if my friend had reached out to you yet, but I will remind him, um, because he is part of a car club, and I told him about it, and he is a very, very Christian man. And when I told him what y'all are trying to do, he was like, "That sounds like it's just right up our alley." So I will reach out to Bob Harris, I think his name is, but I will reach out to him again and remind him to get in touch with you and see about getting his car club out there.
That'd be nice. That really would be nice. I'm just, it's just like antsy. You're not totally prepared for everything, and something may go wrong or may. But the thing is family. It's family event. It's family venue. We understand that things are going to happen. We're all human. We all fall short. So if something happens, we know things are going to happen.
Right, right. Well, let's talk about some of the bands, which you just heard that amazing We Are Called um, band. They are on the lineup. Give us another couple band names that are on the lineup.
Well, we got Chris John and the Porter Cruise. We have Feeling Groovy. We have the Garrett Sisters. We have Bread of Life Singers. There, the list just goes on and on. We have Zach Davis band. He's actually a local boy. He's from Lake Hamilton. Yeah, Lake Hamilton, and he lives in Nashville now. He's signed under a pretty big record label deal, from what I understand. I
Which
can't
we will be playing one of Zach's songs here in a little bit called Hey Peepaw.
I can't recall exactly the name of the record label he's under, but I mean we have Robert Stringer. I mean, there's
And on your Facebook page, you will be putting a list of the bands and the days they play. Somebody had asked that earlier. Uh,
yes, that's what I try to make it where I can see kind of who's going to be there and things. That's why I put it under events.
mhm.
It says stage one, stage two, stage three, because we're trying to final set where the stages are going to be. There are three stages they're going to be in. Um, One for sure is going to be indoors.
Right.
Uh, I'm working on the other one and just trying to make sure that everything's taken care of.
But if you need, you just let me know if you need help listing the bands, like what day they're playing. Like this, these bands are playing Friday. This band's playing Saturday. These bands are playing Sunday. I don't mind helping you make that list.
Yes, and
And
I'd also like to put out there, if you don't see yourself on there on the event that you scheduled with me, please bear with me. Send me a text message or send me an email or a messenger. I've got 4 Facebooks, four, so my messenger's all linked. I'm trying my hardest to get everybody on there. I know that I'm going to forget somebody that's supposed to be on there. Please tell me. I will schedule you a time slot. I don't. I'll do. I'll even put in a 4 stage in if I have to on the other side. That's just how I look at it. It's because God's been so good that people reaching out. It's just so hard for me to.
right. And what is also awesome is all these bands are donating their time to help raise money for this community. And that is amazing. So you got 3 stages with all these bands, all of them's donating their time, and it's all for the community. It's all for God. It's all for the people, and that is just phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. Hey, there is Ronnie Hoxie from Flirt Magazine. He said, Voodoo Moonshine. Michelle says, Amber, something fun to do with the kids. That's right, Michelle. You got that right. Ronnie, I am still kicking and still rocking, brother. I will get you on for an interview ASAP, brother. Good to hear from you. But once again, kudos to all these bands because they are all donating their time to help raise money for this cause. So that is, and that to me is amazing because, right now everything just opened back up and these bands heard this community needs help. And they're like, we're there. We're there. What do you need from us? And that just lets you know that there is still a lot of great people that are out there and that want to do good things.
So I'm going to go back just a little bit on the All Together Now suicide prevention run. This I want to say one thing about that. The reason we're naming it All Together Now is because we need to push back against this. As being an officer and being around other officers and used to work for the detention center, worked with fire departments. I've worked with medical. I mean, I've seen a lot. Um, Teachers, counselors, everybody. There is some type of form of, and the thing is to me it's like a disease. And if we can learn how to reach out for help instead of being the modest, I think that's the right word, um, close off. We're better than that. Look, everybody has depression. Some form, shape, matter, no matter.
Amen.
It's just you're gonna have it. And my thing is this is for that. We will have a stand out there for help. There will be Bread of Life Singers is not just a band. Bread of Life Singers is also a ministry. So if somebody needs help, they're that number on their Facebook is 24/7. And he just had surgery. He just had neck surgery, and I'm sorry for putting that out there, but he just had neck surgery, and he is good. He's the best from what I can. So no,
That's loving
yes,
better half and
yes, it's my
open
love
him
better.
out. Hi, sweetheart. Nice to finally see you in person.
He's actually been bringing me food on the back path She makes sure that I eat. So she brought me this and said this can go with the rest of my food, which is so. Yes, I. She's got her jokes today, but
Oh, that's a good one. Tell her I give her a high five for that one.
but it, it's it's just one thing. Yes, I'm done with your phone. Thank you. I had to use her phone to look up everybody's names because I have so much going on.
And you do have, well, you have Exit from Dark, you have Solidify, you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
you have
Bar,
you
uh,
have so many bands, so
yeah,
many bands.
and like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings if I don't say their name because it, external redemption. I mean, I could just keep on listing. I mean, I had 32 bands 3 months ago that I had listed that are willing to come out here and put on the show and also Sunday. I mean, we have preachers coming out and talking. And some are going to be in between concerts. Some of them are going to be before the concerts. I mean, it's just Sunday's God's day.
Right.
It's time for our earth to heal. It's time for us not to be divided. And this is for South Arkansas side or Middle Arkansas or Central Arkansas, whatever you want to call us. It's time for us to come together, and it's time for to be in His name. I mean, it just is. And no matter what type of genre of music you play, and I know that I'm going to tick off a whole bunch of preachers right now. No matter what type of genre you play, you have a message inside that. It's what that message means and who it's from is where it belongs to.
Well, see, and that's something that happened this weekend because my cousin, she has never liked any harder rock, metal music, nothing like that. And nothing like that. But she met my band 13X and she listened to their lyrics and realized that even though they were a metal growling band, she listened to their lyrics and it was all faith based. And she was like, she even put a message up on their Facebook. She was like, "Thank y'all for opening my eyes and realizing that it doesn't matter what genre of music, matters the message that you're sending through your music."
And here's the kicker: I even have rappers coming.
Yes.
So
Yes, you do.
it, it's
Matter of fact,
L2
L3-23 hip hop Christian rapper. And then you got Sabin Tuesday, you got Matthew, you've
Rapid
got,
Fire
yeah. So I mean, you've got all different types of genres. You've
that
got
are pretty
country, hip hop, rock, you know, just Christian, but it's all faith-based music.
yes,
If
ma'am.
you listen to the lyrics, it's all faith-based music. And or it's, and it's trying to help people.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
and that's just awesome. And you got, a matter of fact, the next band that we are going to play is from Fort Smith. These are some guys I love. They're some of my home skillets, and they will tell you straight up, you know, they are all about helping others. They are all about family. They are all about, just, I mean, you talk to them. You got to talk to them. They're amazing.
They're very amazing.
So we are going to play Solidify by the River, and we're going to go down on the lobby, and we're going to come up and talk more about this amazing event.
Sat down by the river again today, just to watch it flow. I knew what she needed me to say, but I just let it go. close. I quietly call my cares away, where no one ever goes. Oh, let the water soak my soul. Oh, pour out and make me whole. I learned how to forgive again today. She probably already knows. I watch as the current carries away all the pieces I broke. Let the water soak my soul. Pour out and make me whole. I sit down by the river again today. Let the water soak my soul. Again today. I sit down by the river again today.
And we are back. That was solidified down by the river. And if you listen to that, it is talking about the river just cleaning your soul. I mean, it's like you said, it doesn't matter the genre. It it doesn't matter the genre. It's everybody's got a message. Everybody's got a message. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So you're going to have some amazing entertainment there along with all the great events. And so the let's talk about now this is going on July 30th, 31st and August 1st in Mountain Pine, Arkansas for those of you just getting on. I see some people just getting on and it's going to be taking part in Mountain Pine, Arkansas. It's going to have 3 stages. I know those that have been watching since get go are repeating, but I'm seeing new people coming in. So, and my cousin that I was just talking about just came on and she said, "Boy, you are so true. I learned that Saturday. I told you." She
Yeah, it's so true. It's not even funny. I mean, it's almost scary a little bit. I mean, he speaks in so many different ways, and like when you go into, not even you don't even have to go into a church. That's the thing. His altar is everywhere.
Yes,
Just we are his vessels.
there you go.
Speaking
There you
speaking of
go.
another
Speak-
band,
yeah,
actually two bands. We are vessels, our vessel, and then we have vessels. And yes, it's a tongue twister because there's two bands. One's from up north around Fort Smith area, and the other one is from Alabama area.
right.
So
And matter of fact, oh, I didn't want it to play yet. Since we were just talking about them, I'm going to change this and uh, where'd it go? We are vessel. Ah, I just pulled it up like really quick.
yeah, up,
Yeah, I just pulled it up like really quick. So since you were already talking about them, keep in sequence here.
No, I understand that. Like, there's just so many artists. It's not even. It's just like, yeah, it's amazing how God has his links and how he has his chain links all the way through all genres, and how we can actually come all together and be able to to hopefully rock the earth off for God this coming up
Yeah.
weekend.
And for those just coming on, like my cousin and some others that I see, because I've got my trusty little phone that tells me who's watching and haven't commented. I want to say hi to everybody. Hello, Summer. Hello, Donna. Let's see, Michelle, Susan, my husband Russell, Leo, Chris. Already said hello to you. So I can see you watching. And Stephen, hello. So, for those just coming on, we are here with the head coordinator for Mountain Pine Music Festival taking place July 30th through August 1st. And it is to raise food, school supplies, and money. Now, on the events, the car show, it's a $10 entry fee, right? Now explain, because you already explained it to me. Explain to the people that $10 entry fee. Now this was something neat. Was this the one that was going to help rebuild houses?
It's actually going to go towards there. Each one had a slot for what it was going to do. Um, that is the one that actually was going to be going towards the new playground. We're actually trying to make a community playground at the center.
Yeah,
But we're
and the sidewalks for the kids.
yes, uh,
Yes.
the MMA cage fighting, it did fall through. I promise you, next year it will not. Um, but that one was to generate the funds to go towards building houses, rebuilding houses, like putting a new roof on for people, and we're still doing that. The thing is our community policing. It's not just that; it helps out from both directions. So we're kind of slingshotting both of it.
She's in her car, and that's supposed to be God. Works in different ways to different people. That's my cousin. She's probably sitting in her car texting,
Talk
"Yes,
to
yes."
text. Talk to text.
Talk to text, yeah. But, and again, the entry to the concerts are non-perishable foods, but donations are accepted.
Yes, donations are accepted, but we're also, if you don't want to do that and you feel that you want to give more, instead of giving money for the food, you can go
Yes,
to
she
Walmart
just
and
fixed
get,
it. I knew it, Susan. I knew what you meant, sister. We got you. But oh,
you can go,
sorry.
no, you're fine. No, that works. She fixed it because it was auto corrected.
Now, continue with what you were
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Thought it was cute how we were talking about that.
But you can go out and go to Kroger and get a Kroger card for food and stuff like that. And I mean, if you feel that you want to get more on that end, um, we are asking for love offerings. Um, most people don't use that term anymore nowadays, but the love offering is to help with a little bit to the bands. Yes, we're not paying them anything. We're trying to get them put up in hotels or get them RVs out there, um, just so that way they have a place comfortable to shower, get a place to relax, things like that. Um, if you want to do a love offering, do it before the concert or after the concert. Come to me, come to Todd Davis, come to you even. They're our coordinators, the ones that are going to get back to me. That way we can get a little bit of funds of gas wise to the artist to be able to get back home. So it's not as rough on them.
Well, and that's wonderful that you are trying to do that, because even though the artists are donating their time, you're still in your own way trying to do things to where you can like, hey, y'all donated your time, so let us give you, a place to shower. Let's get you a cool place to go sit in while you're waiting to play, or let's give be able to give you some gas money, because like you said, some of these artists are coming from, like you said, Louisiana and
Nashville.
Nashville, and
I've come from Texas, Arizona. I mean,
right
there's some that are on tour, like we are called. They're actually diverting 67 miles and then 67 miles back up to go across. So I mean, they're it's one thing after another, but at the same time, it's all lining up.
now. For everybody that's just getting on, they are looking still for sponsors. They are asking for sponsors. So if you know a small business, and they're not asking for your small business to put out thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars by yourself. If a lot of small businesses just came together and put up a couple $100 a piece, then, you know
We still have spots on our shirts.
right, and that's they're gonna have your name on their shirts. And if you go to Mountain Pine, their Facebook page, you can actually pre-order your shirts. And you can actually pre-order and prepay for your shirts. There was something else that you can pre-do that
You,
was listed.
there's a big list of stuff. So what we've made it is through PayPal. So if you don't want to use PayPal, yes, we accept checks, but make them out to Mountain Pine Festival. No, I know that it says Mountain Pine Police Department Donation Fund, but since we got our 501c3 now we can literally, it goes straight into our account instead of us having to go grab and keep
Right.
down stuff. You know, first time actually putting this thing on, I'm impressed with my secretary that we have, and she's been a driving force too. But I mean, each individual thing has a PayPal link to it. So if you want to do the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, all you have to do is go to that
Yeah,
link.
we forgot there's a basketball tournament. We haven't even talked about that
Hey,
yet.
we're even adding. If you're from the north, it's cornhole. From the south, bago.
Right,
Okay,
right.
we're even adding that tournament in on a Saturday afternoon. Um, Stained and I think it's Stained in Lumber. I think it's what it's called. It's a out of Hot Springs. They're actually making first and second place bago boards with our Mountain Pine Festival emblem.
Awesome.
It's something that, I mean, something that actually, I don't know how much they're worth. I don't. I just know that to me they're priceless because it's our first annual Mountain Pine Festival, and I know that Bill Carpenter had Mountain Pine Festival before, but it 7 years later on down the road, we're we're bringing it up,
Right.
and him being on my board has helped me in so many different ways. We have food vendors that are coming out there. I mean, it's just there's just so much mentally. If it's not written down, it's like, well, I don't know.
Well,
But there's a lot of people asking for maps. But here's the kicker, and I know that everybody wants to know where things are at. I I I understand that. I'm working right now. I'm trying to place it, but the problem with that is when I set the stages, yes, I can stage one, stage two, stage three, and break down the bands and everything. But I wish I had some form of fashion to put a board up to be able to have each band on it and be able to do it for every day. But when you break it down, you're talking about 56 bands in all for those 3 days between bands and singers, and it's like
And it's if you've never been to Mountain Pine, Arkansas, it's not like
it's not
it's not like Little Rock. So I mean, you can't miss.
no, and it's right by the dam, and I mean, but like
It's gonna be going on all through town. So
yes, and here's the thing, for all spectators, this is making announcement for the city. Please, 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 please respect, and you'll receive the respect out there at the Mountain Pine, because they're opening their arms to allow everybody to come in, and we have to respect them too. So
right.
it goes both ways, and the city council has been behind this and helping, and it's, yes, I could say I'm the driving force, but I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. Laid up in the bed after surgery for 3 days going, Lord, is this really what you want me to do? And then I get a call from Todd, and then I get a call from you, Miss Mary, and then I get a call from Chuck, and I get a call from Bill, and then 6 minutes later I get another call from Todd. So I mean, it's just my phone. Look, I don't know how many hours I spent on my phone. My phone, it's about to retire. But no, it's my main factor is God told us to do this, so I'm gonna do it. And if it flops on its face, which I don't have a feeling it's going to anyways, because God's behind this driving force, then it's going to be the best thing that ever happened.
There you go. And we're going to bring up another one of the bands that's going to be on the bill since you were talking about them.
We Are
Vessel. Tell us where We Are Vessel is from.
So We Are Vessel is actually from Alabama, Mississippi, Alabama area. I got a phone call from Jenna Parr. First, I got a phone call from Todd, which is Bread of Life Singers, and Todd said, "Hey, this young lady, her name's Jenna Parr. You need to go see how she is." So I went and saw that, and then I get a message from her dad, Jeff Parr, and then it came to. Well, I've been talking to this guy, and he's like, "Oh, we're together actually. Well, they're going to go on tour pretty soon together." So it was like, well, I guess it's meant to be. I mean, it happened.
There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him a little time to eat his food. I'm going to play We Are Vessel, and then I'm going to pull up Jenna Parr, and her song is going to be Break Me, and then we're going to come back up. How's that sound to you, brother?
Sounds good. Thank you. Say I got a phone charger.
Yeah. You better have her bring it out. All right. We're going down in the lobby. Here is We Are Vessel. Holding on.
Sometimes I call out to myself, cancel out the hate. I feel like nothing's further than you are from me. I need to close this distance before it's too late. I'm searching for the answer. I'm waiting desperately, but still I'm holding. Even in this disarray, I know that you still hear me, because you're looking inside my heart. This is a call to exist, to find the meaning in days. We will not drown in the silence. I'm not giving up, I'm not giving in. There's hope through this death that I'm living. This is my chance to prove it's not the end of me. I'm holding on. Even in this disarray, I know that you still will me, because you're looking inside my heart. This is a call to exist, to find the meaning in days. We will not drown in the silence.
All right. That was We Are Vessel. Now I'm going to set up Jennifer. This is Jennifer Break Me.
Winds are changing like the sea. When the world is crumbling, I'm reminded of who you are. Winds are changing like the sea. When the world is crumbling, I'm reminded of who you are. When the light begins to fade and I can't remove my chains, I'm reminded just how strong you are. And that's when you save me. I'm nothing without you. I need you to pull me through. Love this fight for only you. And take my life and make me new. Take my life and break me. When darkness closes in on me and I cannot find my way, I'm reminded of who you are. When the light begins to fade and I cannot find my way, I'm reminded just how bright you are. And that's when you saved me. I'm nothing without you. I need you to pull me through. Love this life for only you. Take my life and make me new. Take my life and break me. When the darkness closes in
Let me unmute myself. Oh, you got to unmute yourself, brother.
Ah,
There you go. We're back. Since that you were talking about them going on tour, I figured we would just play both of them and give you a chance to get a phone charger.
that worked out great.
So once again, this is the Mountain Pine Music Festival taking place July 30th through August the 1st. So is there anything else that you would like to say to everyone?
I really just want y'all to come out and have a good time. Honestly, I mean, your presence is more than welcome. Um, there'll be right now that I know of, we're going to be putting some of the police officers in a dunking booth, and I don't know how much that's going to cost yet, but we're trying to raise some money for the police department too. So I mean, it helped out as much as we can out there.
Right, right. So once again, everybody, if you know a small business or someone that wants to sponsor, please contact him. Oh, Chris says you're going first.
Well, I don't, might have to take out a new mortgage for that.
And he says, Sergeant Hendrix, $3 a throw. I love it. I love it.
Well,
Yeah, you've been put on blast, brother. You got to do it now. You better put a bag over that sore leg.
might need to.
But guys, seriously, it's going to be a great event. So please share this video. If Facebook mutes it, do not worry. It is on my Mama Mary YouTube channel, and I will also be sending him a copy of it so that he can post it on his page on any other websites, anything that, anything that they got choreographed with this event. So reach in there, reach out to people that you know would be interested in helping a community and tell them, please, to reach out and take part in this. So this is awesome. It's going to be great. God's going to make it great because he is over this. But, you know, still there are things that's got to be done. So, they need help to make everything just perfect.
I'm going to ask you to play one more band,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Zach Davis, because he is taking his time all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, all the way. Excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. All the way out here, and he signed with iHeartRadio. He's up and coming country artist, I think, of the year. Excuse me. I'm about to go get some water or something. But yeah, he's
Better dent.
Well, let me get past this. You go ahead and talk, brother. I'm gonna get past this. I'm gonna put the volume down and get past these commercials. Go ahead and talk about him.
so he reached out to me and we talked, and so there are some bands that are playing multiple nights. He used to be youth pastor out there in Lake Hamilton. He went to Nashville, Tennessee. He's busting his tail end out there trying to make ends meet, and God's provided for him. And having him come out and having a couple other people come out, hey, Papa, it's to his Papa, man. It's one thing. It's
Chris wants to know what day is Zach performing.
okay. Well, Zach is actually supposed to be performing Friday night and Sunday more afternoon sometime.
So you get two
Five.
chances
So
twice.
Chris is actually going to be performing live for the whole entire band on Friday. or I think it's Saturday. I'm gonna have to look exactly because I have it scheduled, but I don't have the other phone in front of me, so I don't want to misspeak. But he's gonna play a Saturday or Friday or Saturday, but he's gonna be there Sunday,
Awesome.
soloing Sunday.
So he's going to be playing all 3 days,
No, just twice.
just twice.
Just twice.
So he's going to be playing Saturday with the full band and Sunday solo.
To my knowledge, don't quote me on that because it's on Facebook. my girlfriend took her phone, so I'm that paddle because if I go unlive, I'm gonna like.
And just so you guys know, he is having to sit in his car because he is helping move police departments and stuff. So this interview is on the fly while he is still working and handling the festival and handling everything. So all the information for the festival is on the Mountain Pine Facebook Festival. And like I said, I will get with him and I will help him make a day sheet to show you which day each band's playing. I will help him out with that. But just be there every day and enjoy the whole weekend. That's what you do. That way you don't miss a thing. So we are going to bring us down and we are go ahead. I see that finger.
Got one more thing.
Yep.
I may or may not be singing with Mr. Chris Jones and the Porter Cruise one or two songs. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, he might have a comment here in a minute after I said that. I also wanted to say Chase Anderson. He's a local boy. He's from Jesseville, so he's getting out there now and digging rocks. And Zach and Chase actually know each other pretty well. And I met Zach when I was working at Magic Springs. That's how I met him. So it's a small world, but God's got plans.
Chris says we will get it going for sure. Well, I'm going to bring us down the lobby and we are going to listen to people and then we're going to bring him up for some last words.
Remember that time when I was 9? I asked if you would let me drive, and you said yes with fear in your eyes. You said 2 hands on the wheel, be easy on the gas. Hold on, son, when I went too fast, but you smiled when we made it through the gate. What about that spring when I was 13? You asked if I was ready to drive that tractor parked out in the barn. You said push in the clutch and change the gears. I saw you grin from ear to ear. You said keep it straight, you're doing just fine. These are the days that will never leave my mind. Hey, Papa, did you realize how big you were in that little boy's eyes? Hey, Papa, oh, can't you see how much you mean to me? Without you, don't know where I'd be. Hey, Papa. What about that night when I was 17, playing on that field of dreams? I scored a touchdown on my senior day. I looked up in the stands and saw you there, big old beard and long white hair, screaming that's my boy, the player of the game. That memory will never fade away. Hey, Papa, did you realize how big you were in that young man's eyes. Hey, Papa, oh, can't you see how much you mean to me? Without you, don't know where I'd be. Hey, Papa. On that day, when the good Lord calls your name, the only thing that I could ever say, hey, Papa, didn't realize how big you were in these crying eyes. Hey, Papa, oh, can't you see? You're everything to me. It's because of you I'm who I'm supposed to be. Hey, Papa. Hey, Papa.
All right, I'm back. And there he is. I was going to say, I lost him.
Wrong button.
Wrong button.
I was trying to unmute and I hit the back button.
So, what last words would you like to say to everybody, sweetheart?
Honestly, I just want to tell everybody, no matter what you're going through right now, be at peace. Because family is all you have around here. And God. And you have to. I mean, you got to be at peace with everything.
That's right. That's right. And this is going to be a great event to help a whole community. So please share this video. Please help get the word out. And if you are a small business or you know a small business, please share them this video. Please have them get in touch with him, because there are a few things that still have to happen, but it's going to all work out because it's in God's hands. And I feel this in my heart. I feel this in my soul. And it's going to be amazing. And we are going to help a whole community by doing this. So if you want to help others, reach out to him or reach out to the Mountain Pine Festival page and let them know, hey, I'm here to help.
And if you want to go even further than that, I mean, the Mountain Pine Community Policing page on Facebook, we have that. We have our festival page. We have the Mountain Pine Police Department page. I mean, anything you want to help out, if you feel the urge or God's leading you to help us in hand, if it's from cleaning up the community or helping rebuild or even just saying, hey, I want to start something out there, reach out to us.
Right? And if you are watching and you are really respecting what they're trying to do, they are still, you know, they can have plenty of volunteers to help during the day to help, with certain things. So if you are interested in being a volunteer that day and taking part of this amazing event, reach out to him, reach out to them and say, hey, I might not be able to do this, but I'll volunteer my time and I'll come out there and help with something. You just tell me what you need me to do. And let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you for being on here, sweetheart. And I will download a copy of the interview and email it over to you in Messenger. Send me your email, which I know I've got it. But you know me, and you have sent so many messages during this whole time. It's way up there. So resend me your email and I'll download you a copy of this interview and that way you can share it to potential sponsors or whatever you might need to use it for to help promote this event.
You can send it to the Festival
All
email.
right. And I will be out there, guys. So if you want to come see me,
Oh,
come
I
on
did.
down.
I do want to say one thing before I get off here.
Yo.
So there will be interviews going on. WOTG will be doing some interviews. If you're an artist and you're asked to do an interview, if you don't feel comfortable doing an interview, that's okay. If you want to do the interview, then that's great. And so will Miss Mary. She'll be doing some interviews too. Um, so it's we're going to try to go live. We're going to try to do all three stages live on Facebook, even between the three groups, departments, phones. Now, professional photos. I do want to state this, and I want to state this very clearly. There are certain ones that will have badges on to be able to take professional photos. If you just take photos of yourself, that's one thing, and being beside the band or whatever, that's fine. Please respect these artists. They do have contracts, they do have things that they have to uphold to. If you go off and pop off a photo with them and say that I'm with them, it could possibly be a contracting ending thing. So please respect them. Ask them, hey, do you mind if I have a photo? If you don't, if they say no, I can't do it right now, yes, please respect them. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, if they're under contract with somebody, if they're under contract with a label, they're under contract with a management company, whatever, some artists have free will to do what they can, whatever they want, and some have rules that they have to abide by. So please respect that, which if you're there for the right reasons, you will, and there won't be a problem.
I do appreciate y'all's time, and I thank you, and God bless all y'all.
No problem, brother. Thank you for having me, and
Oh,
I'm glad I had you.
thank you for having me.
Well, it's my honor, because I love to get back to the community. So this is a great event to get back to the community, and you know, people have been there for me and were there for me when I was going through my chemo and when my husband had to retire, not because he wanted to, but because he came disabled. Local bands came together for me and my family and raised money, or we wouldn't have a roof over our head today. So I'm a firm believer in paying it forward. And this is the way I choose to pay it forward. So it's my honor.
Every day I put the badge on, I do my best to pay it forward to everybody. I mean, I got laws I have to afford to, but I mean, it's I've got to listen to those laws. But I'm there for the community. I don't like I've always told you. I want the kids running to me. I don't want them running from me. I'm
Right.
yes, I'm a big feller and I'm scary, but at the same time, I'm a friendly giant.
Yeah. You're a big old teddy bear.
That's
Unless you do something that's illegal.
right.
All right, brother. You have a great night. And guys, don't forget Mountain Pine Music Festival, July 30th through August 1st in Mountain Pine, Arkansas. Go to their Facebook. I will keep updating you throughout this month. And well, once he gets that list to me and I make up that list for him, he will post it on the Facebook so you will know which bands are playing which day. He don't have to necessarily say which stage, but which bands are playing which day and what all is going on. I will help him in any way I can. And you just keep doing the good thing, man.
I will try to. It's rough sometimes.
Yeah. I know.
It's rough, and I come from. It's rough on that end too. It's just real rough sometimes.
I understand, but you're doing it for the right reasons. So
Ma'am,
my last shout out is if you are a small business and you want to contribute and become a sponsor and help a community, please reach out to the Facebook strolling on the bottom, mountainpine.fest.79. Ooh, I did it right that time. All right, brother, you have a great night.
You too.
All right. Guys, make sure you reach out and, you know, take part. It's here in Arkansas. It's taking part in Mountain Pine, Arkansas, and it's 3 stages, 50 something bands to help the community, plus craft fair, ride a supply, all together now, suicide prevention walk, and a car show, and just lots of great things going on. So reach out to them if you are interested in becoming a sponsor. Reach out to them, or if you are interested in volunteering your time to do something at the festival. And because 3 stages and all these events, they're going to need some help. But, when you're trying to do good and you're trying to do God's will, God will make sure it happens. So until next Tuesday, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to set up some other interviews, and I will let you know who, when, and where. But next Tuesday at 7 p.m., I will be live again, and probably, let's see, midweek, you'll know who. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Because I was going to interview some artists that's going to be on the bill, so yeah. I'm lining that out. So it's Mountain Pine Festival month. So I'm going to get with some of the artists and get them locked in. Y'all have a great day and the rest of your night, and God bless.